All right, welcome back to Mailk Cunningham franchise here on Madden 24. Last week we dominated the Dolphins in week 1. Of course, we're up to 2026 now. We had a great game. Somehow Mailk Cunningham didn't win Player of the Week, but Kyle Duggar with his 2 interceptions, 1 sack, and 12 tackles won Defensive Player of the Week. So that was nice. We're taking on the 49ers, and they're probably quite a bit better than the Dolphins. We have a slightly higher overall with our offense being an 85 and theirs being an 84, but this game could really go either way, but we have a tandem breakout. One of our players has inspired one of our other players on offense, and Garrett Wilson has inspired Jameson Willams. And I think we're going to challenge him and see where that goes. Time to put on a show. Call my number. You won't regret it. I'm ready to have a huge day. So he didn't have a very big game in the last game. It's really just Garrett Wilson, who's got some XP for inspiring a teammate. And we want to get Jameson Willams 150 receiving yards, which not going to be the easiest thing to do, but I think that the way that we're going to have to do that, we're going to adjust the lineup here. And Jameson Willams already wide receiver number 2. Maybe we move him just for this game to wide receiver 1. And I don't want to move him into the slot. We're going to have him at receiver 1. And so let's find out how much longer. Still a ways to go on Aldridge's dev trait. I don't think we have enough focus points to unlock it early anyway. And then Langford really not getting on the field a lot. Did have a tackle for loss in the last game. And then Randolph hardly getting on the field at all at fullback. But got a couple of guys we're going to eventually find out their dev traits. But it's probably still going to be several weeks from now. Randolph, as much as he gets on the field, we may not find out his till the end of the season. So I'm going to go throw it deep. Better deep routes, more spec catch. Slower DB run support is also nice. So get into our practice drill here. I'm going to throw it deep. Probably wasn't the best idea on that one. Trying to let B get open, but he's Garrett Wilson there. Really wasn't coming open on the play. So did it to Mims, but he drops it. I would love to get gold here. Right now, that's looking a little difficult. So chuck that one. Well, that's knocked out. That one's knocked away. If we don't even get bronze, I think I'm going to restart here. We've completed like one pass. I haven't been restarting if we don't do well, but when we're 30 seconds into the drill, we don't even have bronze. I think we're going to have to do something about it. So takes what, like 1,000 points? Yeah, I mean bronze is 1,000 points. So if we don't have bronze, that's a problem. Got a wide open receiver there. Got a lot of points for that, that's for sure. Lofted up to Jameson Willams. Trying to get gold. Maybe. You never know. Might get a dev trait upgrade in the practice drill. I've yet to have one in any of my franchise series. Of course, I only do the quarterback drills, but check that one down underneath. Just trying to get the multiplier back up. Garrett Wilson's open. That's a touchdown. That gets us up to silver here. Mims with a catch. If we can get just a few more completions here, we might be able to get gold. Might have to look to get it into the end zone a couple of times here, though. That's picked off. There, that was probably our chance at gold there, so get that one down. We're going to get silver. Unfortunately, we don't get gold this week. I mean, still 500 XP. I haven't been doing any of the other drills. I don't want to take a long time. With me not really editing my videos, and all the practice stuff's gonna be in there. So it was shoulder strain for one of our offensive linemen. Hopefully no injuries on defense. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We'll look at our upgrades here. We had some upgrades already. Evan McPherson has an upgrade. And we're going to go accuracy. He's already got 99 kick power. Plus 2 kick accuracy. That gives him 99 kick accuracy and 99 kick power. He's good. That's why we traded for him. I'm going to go zone on Antron Aldridge. Just try to... Only +1 zone coverage. Does get +1 acceleration. His man coverage is good, and I'd like to get it better, but I'd like to get his zone coverage up just a little bit too. Definitely want it into the 80s. Jake Andrews with an upgrade. Jeremy Britt, who's one of our backup corners, will just go man-to-man. +2 man, +2 press. And then we've got some other backups that hopefully aren't going to see the field too much, that we'll just auto upgrade there. And we'll get into the game here, so... Get into the game here. 49ers are going to be tough always. They've got... I'm sure they still have Christian McCaffrey. If they don't, I mean, I'll be shocked, but that would make this game a lot simpler, that's for sure. Probably still have Kittle. Brandon Ayuk may still be here. Of course, they may have some new players. We'll probably take a look at the team as soon as they get the ball. It looked like Brock Purdy was still the quarterback. Of course, Mailk Cunningham's coming off the best game of his career, so had no interceptions in the last game. And that was a game where we really couldn't run the ball. We struggled a lot of that game to run the ball. And we still dominated. So Abraham going to take it out of the end zone here. Only going to get up to the 18-yard line, so not a great return. Mailk Cunningham, 15 for 27, 316, and 3 touchdowns last week. I would like to keep that up. But I think we're going to start out with a run here. And of course, Jameson Willams is our wide receiver one this week. We made that change to really try to get him the ball more. Of course, he's got he's gonna go deep on this play. I really don't think this is the play we're gonna look to get him the ball. Good with the catch. And I'm not sure if his dev trait would go up if he completed this challenge or if he just. We're gonna go quick slant here, but I'm gonna take Jameson Willams and I'm gonna put him on an in route. And we're gonna get sacked. Nick Bosa. Go mesh here. He's gonna go deep, but he's got one of the better defensive players on him, so of course we'll take a look at their team after they get the ball. But Garrett Wilson gonna get a catch. They're gonna pick up most of that sack yardage we lost, so still gonna be 3rd and long here. Now this is where we might look to get it to Jameson Willams. We're gonna go verticals here. He's kind of that inside slot sort of. Not really in the slot, but the inside receiver there. If he can, he probably would have been open. When Mailk Cunningham was winding up to make the throw there, and just got hit as he was trying to make the throw. And we're gonna punt. We're gonna trust our defense. Trying to play a little more smart these last several games. Really, the last probably whole season. Just been trying to go for it on 4th down less, take less risks. We've got a good defense. We don't need to go out there and try to win the game all at once, This is my first time back playing Madden after a while. Of course, I started the Akron Zips franchise on NCAA Football 12, so if you want to check that out, it's on the channel. It's a couple of the most recent uploads, so we're the worst team in the NCAA, so I mean that's a reason to check it out. We just lost to Army 7-3, so Brock Purdy's the quarterback. The backup is Alonzo Bates. Christian McCaffrey's still here. Backup is Daryl Claxton. Fullback is Clark Tobin, who they drafted a couple of years ago. Isn't great. Brandon Ayuk, 95 overall. Deebo Samuel, 91. Dakota Odom, they drafted 2 years ago as an 81. Then they've got Manny Branch, and their 5th receiver is Bradley Parks. So they've got a pretty good receiving core. George Kittle's still here. Backup Kramer Latu. Matt Garner. They've got a nice set of tight ends. Left tackle, maybe a little bit of a weak spot. The Darius McKnight is 71 overall. And then they've got Jared Landry. Center, not a good spot for them, as their center is Lucas Patrick. Then we've got Ed Houston. And Randy Miles. So not the best offensive line. They may be looking to get the ball out quickly. Drake Jackson at left end. Of course, Nick Bosa, that he's going to be a problem today. And then Phildarian Mathis at defensive tackle. And Javon Kinlaw. Juan Arnold is their rookie outside linebacker. Backup is D. Winters. Fred Warner's here. He's a 99 overall. Not going to look to throw his way. And then Dre Greenlaw, 90 overall linebacker. So they've got a pretty good defense. Outside of Travarius Ward, they have Diamador Lenore, who's not bad at an 81 overall, but outside of those two guys, maybe a little Bit weaker at corner. Marcus Stringer, Daryl Luter. They definitely don't want that fifth guy in Rashawn Gentry. He's really just a special teams guy. Jonathan Godfrey at safety. And then strong safety, Talana Hufanga. So it's a good defense. Still have Jake Moody at kicker. Do they have any injuries? They have Josh Jones out at left tackle. Is out for the game. So Brock Purdy with a nice throw off his back foot there. That's not a throw that's not made on all Madden. I mean, CPU ain't doing that on all pro, that's for sure. 3 for 3 so far for Brock Purdy. He just picked up 7 more yards. So might be an offensive game today. Might be back and forth a little bit, I think. So unless we can get some turnovers. Of course, we've got good safeties. We've got a few good corners. We got the rookie out there, Antron Aldridge, but we've got Christian Gonzalez. We've got Jabril Peppers, Matt Sharp's out there. We've had him for a little while. That one looked like it might have been batted down. Not sure. Just and we give up the touchdown to Deebo Samuel. Just not in a position to make a play, and we give up the touchdown. So trying to come after this extra point. Not really anything there. 7 plays for 75 yards for the 49ers. Of course, this is our first home game as well. Last week we played in Miami, so a little bit better of a return there out to the 22. We're going to bring Edwards-Helaire out here for a run. Maybe we should have put Jameson Willams in the slot. We still could. A good double slant here. Yeah, I mean, maybe we should have put Jameson Willams in the slot. We still could. It's just, I know I just said that. But he looks open on this play, but that's going to be picked. Mailk Cunningham's first interception of the season. Was really hoping he'd get it down the field a little farther. Just a little bit of a desperation throw there. Was not good. And now we're going to have to get a stop. Christian McCaffrey, of course, had a nice run on that last drive. Matt Sharp already with 3 tackles. Not necessarily what you want out of your safety at the beginning of the game. You like those linebackers and defensive linemen to get a few more tackles. But 71 yards passing already for Brock Purdy. We haven't really been able to do much to slow him down. Need to probably get a little more pressure. I'm just going to get a wide open man on that one. We may have to go with some more man coverage here. Of course, if they beat the man coverage, that's still going to be a problem. So, beat Kyle Duggar on the play. Touchdown, Brandon Ayuk. They get points off the turnover. They get the points off the turnover. It's going to be 14-0 here. They reviewing this? Well, they're going to say he got in, so I don't know. I thought it was pretty obvious he got in, so they wanted to take a look at it, but I didn't really see why they needed to. They came down the field in a hurry. That's going to be a problem. So we're definitely going to have to get a touchdown on this drive. Obviously, if it's 4th and 10 or something, I'll punt the ball, but we need to come out strong here. We can't fall behind by much more. We haven't moved the ball well yet. I'm going to take off here with Mailk Cunningham. We're just going to get out of the pocket and scramble for a first down. Going to get it out to Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to bounce off a couple of tackles there and get about 8. Well, I like going no huddle here. Of course, I always like going no huddle. Going to hand it off to Stevenson. He's going to pick up quite a few yards. He hasn't had much of a chance to run the ball yet today, so. And as much as I would like to get that challenge for Jameson Willams, it's more important to win the game. Winning the game is the most important thing. And it might be tough to get him 150 yards anyway. Going to pick up some on the screen there. That might take us down to the end of the first quarter. Yeah, we're not going to get another playoff here. And I think we're going to hand this off to Edwards-Helaire here. We're just going to hand it off. Looks like a pretty decent defense to run the ball against. We still can't get it, though. 4th and 3. This is a critical down here. I think we kind of have to go for it here. A field goal really doesn't help us much. Gonna get it out to Mims. That's a first down. Mims keeps the drive alive. Go back to Edwards-Helaire on the ground here. He's gonna get the block, but defender kind of fights off of it, so I would like to go maybe with something a little different here. Gonna change up the formation just a little bit. We're gonna get it out to Edwards-Helaire. He's gonna drop the ball. Third and 8. I think we'll go with this shallow dig that I really like to run. Usually, if anything gets open, it's the tight end coming across the field. Good with the catch. Doesn't get into the end zone, but that's a first down at the 2. Would love to get a touchdown here from Mailk Cunningham. Get that touchdown interception ratio back a little better. Might be able to just toss it out to Stevenson here. He's going to get it, break a couple of tackles, but going to be down at the 1. Might be able to go right back to him again. We go right back to him. That's dropped in the end zone. 3rd and goal. I thought about maybe audible onto a run here, but I don't think it's something we can really run against very well. Good with the touchdown. He gets in. Alex Good, our X Factor tight end. Gonna kick the extra point with McPherson here. So we're down 7-14 now. We really moved the ball well on that last drive. Had a nice fourth down conversion. Now we got to try to get some pressure on Brock Purdy. And that's going to be complete. Almost got to Purdy, but we just couldn't quite get there. He's 9 for 10 for 125 yards. Doesn't help that he has such good receivers. I mean, he's got Ayuk, he's got Deebo Samuel, Kittle at tight end. McCaffrey's a great receiver out of the backfield. Third down here, we got a chance to get off the field, especially with them not being into field goal range yet here. Gonna blitz Patrick Queen. They're gonna get wide open on the play. I think that was Kittle. It was. They're beating the man coverage, and it's a problem. But we don't want to play zone and just let them get in between the zones and get open either. So it's tough. Hopefully we can hold them to a field goal now that they're down in field goal range. If we hold them to a field goal and we answer with a touchdown, we'd only be down by 3. So at this point, we just don't want them to take too much time off the clock. Don't really want him to get in a touchdown, though. He's kind of going to throw that one away. So, again, I think we still try to get the pressure on Brock Purdy. I think probably the weakest part of their offense is their offensive line. That's going to be complete. Corner was I don't even know if that was the corner that was on him. Was he being guarded by a linebacker? I don't know. Hard to tell just the quick glance there, but they're going to hand it off here. They just handed it off to Brandon Ayuk. It's interesting, for sure. They're going to get stopped at the 1. If we can stop them again here. It looks like they're coming out here running the ball. They're going to hand it off, and McCaffrey gets into the end zone. That's unfortunate, especially when they don't have the best offensive line. I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do here because we haven't been able to stop them. So they also get the ball to start the second half. So definitely need to score again on this drive. Maybe if we score quick and can maybe get another stop, that would help. But we got to score first. I mean, and this is not an easy defense to just move the ball on all the time either. Edwards-Helaire's open. We're going to get about 7. We got to go no huddle here. We definitely got to get in some more plays before the 2-minute warning. Going to scramble with Mailk Cunningham here, get it across the field and go out of bounds. He's got 2 rushes today for 23 yards. Definitely helps. I'm going to hand the ball off here. He got out. Guess it wasn't before 2 minutes. The clock still ran. Takes us to the 2-minute warning here. So I'm going to go halfback draw. And then we'll go no huddle, get right up on the ball. But just trying to catch him off guard a little. We only get 3. I'm going to go with the bubble. We got to flip the formation here. It's going to take a little bit of time off the clock, but if we can get the first down on the bubble, it's worth it. Mim's going to get us to 3rd and inches here. I'm going to run the bubble again, but I'm just going to hand it off here. We get the first down, and I think that's a good place to call a timeout. Get us into a different formation here. Just going to throw it away on that one. Out of the pocket, of course, so no intentional grounding there. Let's go with a screen here. We'll go with a screen to Edwards-Helaire. And as much as I would like to get some points on this drive, a field goal just really would not help. I mean, would be much better to get a touchdown here. I'm going to check it down to Edwards-Helaire. He's going to get about 7. We'll go no huddle here. I think we've got plenty of time to score now that we're almost inside the 25. I'm going to scramble with Mailk Cunningham again. He's going to get down to the 11. Still 2 timeouts. So, again, still plenty of time here. Going to throw it out to good. Nearly picked. Lucky on that one that it wasn't picked off. We'll go stick here. Good could get open. Stevenson might be open too. Or we could just, well, I was going to try to scramble up the middle there, but that didn't really go so well, so. Going to check it down to Stevenson here. It's going to bring up 4th and 7. Do we take the points? I think if it were 4th and, 3 or something, maybe we take a shot at the touchdown, but I think right now we're just going to have to take the points. It's not what I wanted at all, but, maybe it helps. Of course, we get a touchdown 2-point conversion. We'll only be down by a field goal, I guess, is the way to look at it. But I'm guessing they're not going to try to do a whole lot with the ball here with only 21 seconds. They do have all their timeouts, but they're going to look to throw here. They're just going to chuck it out of bounds. We can only stop the clock 1 time here, so maybe they throw it out of bounds again. They're going to hand it off. I'm going to call the timeout on the off chance they throw the ball on third down and it's incomplete. Maybe we get the ball back and have enough time for a field goal, but they're just going to hand it off again here. So let's going to take it to the second half. We held Christian McCaffrey to a pretty low amount of rushing yards, but he really didn't run the ball that many times. So halftime here, so we'll sit through this. Jets and the Dolphins. Dolphins pick up a win. We take on the Dolphins again next week. Two out of the first 3 weeks we take on the Dolphins. So Chiefs beating the Rams right now. Bears, Jaguars, they're still sticking with Justin Fields. It's a close game. 5 attempts for 16 yards, though, from their running back. Not great. Really, the difference in this game has been Brock Purdy's ability to throw the ball. And he's a good quarterback. People don't like him because they think they haven't really seen enough from him yet. But from what we've seen, he's good. But he's got a lot of good players. I just absolutely missed the accuracy on the kickoff there. Doesn't matter. It's still into the end zone. But from what we've seen from Brock Purdy, he's good. He's shown pretty much, almost no bad film. He's had a few games they've lost. But, most of the time, he's on point. That playoff game against the Packers might have been one of his not as good games, but they still won. He was still able to get him down for a Christian McCaffrey touchdown. So he's going to chuck it deep on that one, and that's complete. He's 15 for 18 for 233. What are we supposed to do? Our only real hope here is to hold him to a field goal. We finally get a sack. Jabril Peppers with the sack. They're going to get some yards there. It's going to bring us third down. 3rd and 7. We're going to bring the pressure here. We're going to go mid blitz. I want to press on the coverage a little bit, though. Going to try to get up the middle there. They're going to break a tackle. He's going to get a touchdown. So from the pressure almost getting there, he gets away, gets the touchdown. We're going to take we're going to fall behind here 28-10. So can we come back? Probably not. But I'm not going to roll it out yet. I think if we get a touchdown, we definitely kick the extra point, though, right now. We're not going to chase the points just yet. So going to get out to the 20 on the return. We haven't really had a nice return today. Not going to abandon the run game yet either. We're not behind quite enough to just give up on it. So going to hand off to Edwards-Helaire. He's going to get a first down on that carry. So his first real nice run of the game. We're going to go play action crossers here. And we know how dangerous this play can be. Jameson Willams getting behind everybody. Going to catch it on the sideline. That's a big gain. Down to the 28. Might go play action again here. Look to get it to good if he can get open on this Think he's open enough. We hit him down to the 5. Mailk Cunningham really firing back here after throwing that interception early. Gonna throw the bubble out to Wilson. He picks up about 2. It's gonna go down as rush instead of a pass. We're gonna hand it off here, and they were ready for that one. It's gonna give us 3rd and goal at the 6. Let's see here. Gonna toss it out to Edwards-Helaire. He makes the catch, but only gets us to the 1. Doesn't get into the end zone. There's no way we can kick the field goal here. That does not help us at this point. If we don't get it, we might be able to get a safety. Gonna throw it out to Good. That's incomplete. Just trying to get it up to the biggest guy in the end zone. Of course, now they have to go 99 yards for a touchdown. So they're going to hand it off here. Hopefully they play a little more conservatively backed up against their own end zone. We're going to take Greenfield here. Going to bring a guy in motion. They're going to hand it off again. Greenfield able to help make the tackle there. It's going to bring up 3rd and 7. If we can get a stop here, we might feel a little better about not getting the touchdown, but they're going to hand it off to the fullback and almost get the first down. Gosh, that would have been disastrous. But we're going to get the ball back here, so should have good field position as well. So you can get it at the 46. Still plenty of time left in this game. Doesn't look like Jameson Willams is going to get the tandem offense challenge. Mailk Cunningham with 44 yards rushing. We just haven't been able to get him the ball. I don't know if it's some of these routes he's running as wide receiver 1, but just don't like a lot of what. And of course, we really have only thrown the ball for about 175 yards anyway, so I'm going to hand it off here to Edwards-Helaire. He's going to get enough for a first down. Going to get down to the 30. We'll go no huddle here. Might look to get him the ball on a pass. He's going to go underneath. We're going to check it down. It's picked off. Oh, and there's nobody back to catch him. That might be the game right there. We might have just thrown it away on Mailk Cunningham's 2nd interception. Tried to check it down and just take a safe play, but he was running right into the coverage. 35-10 now. And at this point, we're going to have to not only play better on offense, but our defense is going to have to come up with some stops as well, which they haven't been able to do today. Of course, only the 2nd game of the year here. It doesn't necessarily make a big difference in the long run, but we're in a tough division. We've got the Bills and the Dolphins. And don't like much of anything here. We're just going to sort of throw it away there. I'm going to go 4 verticals here. See if Good can get open down the field. We're actually going to launch it out to, I think that was Garrett Wilson maybe, but incomplete once again. We'll go Y Sale. Sometimes good can get wide open on this, but he's open. Oh, that's right at the sideline. He got it. It's a first down. Gives us a little bit of hope here. I think it just might be a little too late. And even if we score here, our defense just really hasn't done enough today. Going to get about 9 on the screen. Not letting us go no huddle here. I'm going to hand it off here. I know I said earlier we were still going to be able to run the ball. We weren't down by too much. At this point, we're not going to be able to run the ball a whole lot. Now we are down by too much. So I'm going to scramble with Mailk Cunningham again here. He's a little worn out, I think. Might be a little bit fatigued. But he still picks up 9. I'm going to run the ball again just to get the first down. Ramondre Stevenson going to get us all the way down to the 8, but that's going to end the third quarter. Would take a giant comeback here. Would take a giant comeback here. I just don't think we have the time at this point. Unless we can, get a few turnovers. And it'd take more than one at this point. So this right now I'd just like to try to get into the end zone here, of course. Just got sacked on that play, so. Good gonna get open, but that's knocked down. Jumping way into the air to knock that one down. And, again, a field goal doesn't help us here, so. Gonna throw it out to Jameson Willams. That's knocked down again. So we could kick the field goal. There's no reason to. There's no reason to kick the field goal here. Gotta go for it. I know it's 16 yards here now, but gonna get it into the end zone. That's good. He's gonna get the touchdown on 4th and 16. Alex Good might be able to get us back into the game here. Just think it might be a little too late. We're going for 2 now. We're going to chase the points here, but I'm going to throw it out to Good again. He doesn't get it. Wasn't able to keep the feet in bounds. I think that was the problem. Did he just not catch it, maybe? He caught it. Yeah, he just... By the time he caught it, he wasn't able to keep his feet down. So it's going to remain 35-16 here. Maybe we should have just kicked the extra point, but the 2 would have made us just a little bit closer. So Brandon Ayuk, 8 catches for 101 and a touchdown. If we can maybe get a turnover, maybe they go 3 and out here. Then we probably at that point would still have a chance. I think if we can get the ball back quickly, then we're probably not quite out of it yet, but it's going to be tough. And 3rd and inches from Christian McCaffrey. Although, might make him hand it off again. We're going to come after him on this one. He's going to go play action. Throw it down the field. That's complete. Brandon Ayuk again. Now 300 yards for Brock Purdy. And they're already into field goal range. He's been throwing those deep passes today, and there's been nothing we can do about it. They just beat our corners every time, so haven't been able to really just stop them at all. George Kittle had that last catch. They're going to throw it again here and just get open. If we play zone, they get in between the zones, and if we play man, they beat us. So it's tough. It's really tough. They're going to check it down underneath. That's a touchdown. So we're going to lose this game for sure. There's not a lot we can do here. Probably going to play another one after this, and then maybe schedule it to upload in the morning. But of course, that one would be against the Dolphins. We still got to do the off season for Lions franchise. We just did the off season for Browns franchise. We'll be starting a new season on that as well. So Cunningham going to get sacked by Nick Bosa. He's got 3 sacks today. A lot of it's been when we try to roll out a little bit. It's incomplete, just not able to get it anywhere where good can have a shot at it. So trying not to force the ball too much to any one guy, but Mailk Cunningham hit as he throws. That one's just a little bit short. I know we're only on the 10-yard line, but I think we have to go for it here. We don't really have a chance in this game if we punt. So Mailk Cunningham hit as he throws, and that's not a good pass. I mean, we haven't been able to stop them anyway, so. They're going to be down at the 1. 3 incompletions for Brock Purdy today, and I'm pretty sure all of those well, maybe not all of them. Most of them, I think, were in the first half. He's going to get a rushing touchdown now as they go read option. I thought maybe if we go for it on 4th down there. I thought maybe if we pick it up, might give us a chance to come down and score. Just our offense hasn't been as good today as they were last week. It's a decent return out to the 30. It's been the turnovers. We've had a couple of turnovers today, really. Been a big issue. There's probably no way Jameson Willams gets 150 yards receiving today, so that one's knocked down. Maybe we try to force it to him here a little bit. See if we can maybe try to get him close to how many receiving yards he needs, but unless he has a couple of crazy plays, he's just not going to get it. So he's going to catch that one. It was nice. He's a pretty decent player, especially in Madden. I mean, in real life, he really just hasn't had a lot of opportunities yet. He had that suspension for, I think he was betting on college football at the team facility, so he's going to pick up another catch there. Going to get us down to the 4. I would definitely like to. He's got 100 yards. About the only way he's going to hit 150 is if we End up getting the ball back. Garrett Wilson going to go in for the touchdown. Think we go for 2 here. Doesn't make much of a difference. We don't have any time to come back. Going to bring our backup tight end in motion here. And we're just going to throw it out to him. Doesn't quite get there. We'd have a few more points if we hadn't gone for 2 a couple of times there. Maybe we kick the onside kick. I think I like kicking the onside kick there because even if we don't get it, there's 4 minutes left. It gives them a shorter field. And while we, would like to stop them, if we don't and they score, fairly quickly, it's going to give us a chance to get the ball back and get those, 50 or so more yards for Jameson Willams. So they're going to get another touchdown here. But at this point, we just want to get the 150 for Jameson Willams. I don't know if maybe that'll bring up another scenario next week or what. I'm really not. I don't think I've had this tandem breakout on offense before since I've been playing on Madden 24. So, of course, we really don't want interceptions at this point. Just need probably about 50 or so yards here for Jameson Willams. So he's going to be coming on pretty much a slant here. He's really not open. I'm going to throw it away. Rashawn Ware is injured. One of our offensive linemen. Good dragon spacing, maybe. It's another slant route. Just gonna throw it away, kind of. More touchdowns than interceptions today from Mailk Cunningham. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. At least he's had 3 touchdowns. Trying to get this to good here, but gonna get sacked on the play. Go no huddle here. Gonna drop back and then throw it deep. We're gonna turn it over on downs. Broken ribs for Rashawn Ware. That's gonna keep him out for a while, I'm sure. And they're still throwing the ball. Why are they still throwing the ball? I'm going to call a timeout. I want to get the ball back. I really would like to get. I would really like to get Jameson Willams his 150 yards receiving. Fumble. It's going to bring up 1st and goal. I'm going to call another timeout here. Make them run a play before the 2-minute warning. It's going to leave us with 1 timeout, but they're going to hand it off here. We're just going to let them in. The score is going to end up being much worse than what it could have been. We definitely could have stayed in this game a little more, but we could have punted at the end of our last drive. Probably could have punted on the drive before that too. We're just going to let this one bounce into the end zone. We need about 50 yards or so for Jameson Willams. I'm pretty sure that's what we need. And hopefully we can get it here. He looks covered. We're going to get sacked. Okay. Gonna go no huddle. We're gonna go 4 verticals here. Gonna try to get it to him here. Almost caught it off the tip. Well, now we just need the first down. So whether we get it to Jameson Willams on this play or not, gotta have the first down. That's gonna be incomplete. Gotta go for it here. We got verticals. Hopefully Jameson Willams can come open. He looks open enough. Oh, it's gonna be knocked down. He had a real shot at it there. I don't know why I just showed our red zone scoring on that, but they're gonna hand it off here. It's gonna be stopped short. We almost, for Jameson Willams' sake, want to let them into the end zone here. I'm gonna back Patrick Queen up. They're gonna run the clock all the way down here. And they're gonna get called for delay a game, so I'm declining it. I don't care. I'd rather see them get into the end zone so we can get the ball back. Yes, they would score 70, but it's really more important. I'm gonna call the timeout. It's really more important that we get Jameson Willams his yards, and we'll get the ball back with just a little bit of time here. Not much. They're gonna kick the field goal. Should leave us maybe about 15 seconds. Maybe we can get one play to Jameson Willams. Maybe we go verticals again. We'll get the ball back here. It's going to be 66-22. We're going to have to let this bounce into the end zone here. It's going to give us 15 seconds. Close fade might be the play. Just have him run sort of a fade route down the field. Of course, it doesn't help if he does get the catch, but can't get the yards. Going to get maybe 2 more shots, maybe 1 or 2 more shots at it. Of course, no timeouts. We definitely can't take a sack. Oh, I actually wanted to go. I'm going to take the delay game here. I would have rather gone play action crossers. I think we're going to take a delay game and then try to run play action crossers. Oh, we're going to get called for a 10-second runoff? What? Are they just going to, the game's over. Okay. I didn't snap the ball though. And the clock was stopped. That is awful. He's not going to get the yards. He had a chance at the end to get them, but 57 throws today from Mailk Cunningham. Not really. How many times we wanted to throw the ball with him? They didn't really run the ball. Mailk Cunningham had 53 yards rushing. They ran the ball 12 times for 36 yards with McCaffrey. I mean, he wasn't a threat. Good had 102, 2 touchdowns. Wilson had a touchdown. Mondre Stevenson had 5 catches. Jameson Willams had 3 for 106. Defensively, we each kicked a field goal. Defensively, Sharp had some tackles. Didn't have we had a few tackles for us. Uche got out there on the field for once. I mean, we had several tackles for loss, but sacks only one. No interceptions. One forced fumble by Jabril Peppers, but we couldn't recover it. It was a bad game. It was made much worse by me trying to get Jameson Willams the yards he needed. We could have punted there at the end. We could have played a little better defense. Ramondre Stevenson going to get an upgrade here. We'll go power back. That's what he is. He's a power back. Awareness, ball carry vision, and stiff arm. Nothing really big there. Go elusive back for Edwards-Helaire. +2 awareness, ball carrier vision, and juke move. So really not a great game from us. Really tried to force the ball down the field sometimes. And I mean, we had a couple of turnovers, but really the story of the game was our defense. We just couldn't stop them. And then Jameson Willams didn't get enough yards today for the challenge. So Sean Ware going to be out for 5 weeks with broken ribs, our right tackle. So that's going to be a problem. Going to advance the week here. We'll get our first mock draft. We're 1-1. Miami's now 1-1. So Bills are 2-0. I think it's a while before we're going to have to play the Bills. We'll take a look at our team schedule here. We don't play the Bills until week 13. And then we play them again week 15. So we got Bills, Jets, Bills, and then the Lions and the Jets. So we've got, within the span of about 5 weeks, 4 divisional games. So we're going to have a big stretch here of games after this Dolphins game where we're not taking on divisional opponents. And we're definitely going to have to win a lot of those games. We're going to take on Miami next week. We'll have to do our regional focus scouting as well. And now we've also got the ability to look at players we need to resign. We've got a lot of money, $105 million, but we have to bring back damn near everybody. Some of these guys aren't going to come back. I don't think we're going to resign Joel Bitonio. He's 34. There's a chance he retires anyway. Marcus Mariota is not the backup we want. But then we've got options on Matt Sharp and Tyreek Abraham, who I think I want to take the option on Sharp. I don't think I want to take a $20 million option on Tyreek Abraham when we may not even end up re-signing him. We might even look to trade Tyreek Abraham. I'm not sure. Probably would rather trade Boone since Abraham's our kick returner. But it's going to do it for this video. We will take on the Dolphins in the next one. I will see you then. Have a good day.